I wonder if they're disassembling equipment already, or...
You might probably take boxes from back and bring here. I don't want to. All right, you'll hear me screaming. I'm not buying it.
Doing well.
What's your upstate right now?
Hey, Terry.
Down from New Hampshire.
Yep. Yeah, Rich is here too. I think he's like in the back right now. We came down to check out the cow out here. Yeah.
Hope to see him. I'm an Irish looking fool. Irish eyes are violent. Just like filled with police or something? How do you do it? What's that? Exactly. There we go.
Can I get one?
Perfect. Nice. There you go. You can film me, I'll film you. That works.
Yeah, accountability all around.
I don't know.
Well,
it's probably the wrong choice, but
for me, it's for public use.
Documentary or something?
Kind of, not particularly, but I have a raw video channel, and if I shoot video, I'll just post what I shoot.
And like YouTube type deal, or is
yep, yeah, youtube.com/FreemanTVRaw. And I think filming not just police but all government officials is a good activity because it promotes accountability.
Sure does.
And I think I want to live in a society where cameras are commonplace and people feel comfortable in front of a lens.
That. Cameras are commonplace now.
Yep.
So, just do what you're supposed to.
Yeah, but a friend of mine and we went on a tour around the part of the country. It's called the Police Accountability Tour. And we posted on copblock.org some of our travels. And in some different parts of the country, like those things have just changed. Like in Chicago, there was a law that just made it illegal to record the police in particular. And it was ruled unconstitutional, of course, but for so long it gave this entitlement mentality for the police there that they could just snatch cameras. And
hey, if you're in public, you got the right?
Yeah, totally. I'm glad to hear it's well recognized.
Yeah, got no problem with it.
I like being famous. I'm already famous. Make sure you get more views in this video on YouTube than my last one.
What's the video you were in?
You don't want to know.
Is it something I'd be familiar with? You do something crazy.
So is this always a very peaceful event? Because I know that in the past, like for the college, riot police have had to been brought in. I think like in the past few months, maybe St. Patrick's Day. But this event always seems to be really peaceful, low police presence. I mean, that's a good thing. I think it's awesome. I'm glad there's only like 4 officers here and it doesn't seem like, you know, anything bad goes. Right here, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I attended this event last year as well. One thing I really liked about it was, you know, a lot of people were openly smoking cannabis, and I didn't see anyone get arrested.
You can't get arrested for smoking. You wouldn't see someone get arrested.
Wait, really? You can't? Well, I mean, you can be
You get detained.
right?
You're entitled to be ticketed.
But I mean, I've never seen anyone get ticketed.
We got tickets. There were tickets.
This year?
Every year.
I mean, was it within here, or was it outside of here?
You can be ticketed anywhere, even in here. This isn't like a one-day pass type deal. You can be ticketed.
I mean, I figured that was the case, but interesting. I've never heard of that happening. But I guess that doesn't really surprise me.
Well, being as how there was a lot of open consumption of cannabis, was there a particular like type of consumption that was targeted for tickets, or was it if people were on the sidewalk or the more public areas?
Dealt with on an individual basis. You see it? Someone got dealt with. That's all I can say.
I mean, I think the laws here are maybe slightly better than the ones in New Hampshire. I guess like, oh, you get what, a $200 ticket. New Hampshire, I think you still get arrested for it. But at the same time, like, people act like this is a good thing, like this is progress. Like, I don't really think it's progress. You know, people are still getting $200 taken from them. They still get their weed stolen, and at the end of the day, there's no victim whatsoever other than this person who lost out on a bunch of money and, you know, money that weed cost them. I mean, weed's expensive and harmless.
And it's expensive because of prohibition to a large extent.
Yeah, definitely.
But
Well, that's why we're here today, right?
sure, this is a rally of people who are of like mind for, you know, less harm in
Exactly.
the cannabis laws.
So, you guys are doing your thing to help out, so.
Yeah, we're visiting from Keene, New Hampshire, where in the center of town a few years ago, a friend of mine who's actually here started a rally where he just got a bunch of locals together and they started smoking openly. And there was a few people who were arrested, but then the arrest stopped because it was just so many people every day. And it really set a cool precedent that it was almost like a demilitarized zone for cannabis at 420 every day in Keene Central Square. But I mean, right now it's still a criminal offense in New Hampshire. It's still a misdemeanor, but hopefully this year decrim might actually pass. Medical just passed. New Hampshire's kind of lagging behind in that area, but that's why it's cool. One of the things I think Massachusetts definitely has an edge on New Hampshire for, like this, a lot of small government, less infringement on people's life in a lot of ways, but Massachusetts definitely has us beat to the punch with cannabis laws.
Yes, because I'm not up to date with New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Yeah, New Hampshire. There was
You guys from New Hampshire? Or?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was born in New Hampshire. Yeah.
Free or die, man, right?
Yeah.
Totally.
I don't like that whole dying part. Like I wish
Yeah,
the state
it's kinda
motto was
weird.
just
Free is
live
good.
free.
Live
Like,
free,
why the
yeah.
ultimatum? Yeah,
Yeah, just live free.
definitely. Well, see, there's something a cop said that I completely and 100% agree with. Absolutely live free.
Yeah, and to a large extent, I'd also say that I think a camera is a great criminal justice tool, or in a way that,
We use them all the time.
yeah, and I think it's great because cameras can be used in place of other tools that, you know, may be more defensive or offensive. And just spreading the information about what someone has done is, I think, a lot more effective even than going through the criminal justice system in some cases. Like, a video of someone doing something heinous can be more effective at showing that activity than a trial, which is like, evidence is kind of obscured for the sake of the trial. And, you know, it's more about putting someone in jail than it is, or like finding them guilty and putting them in jail than it is about really mediating like an issue. But there's a large extent to which a criminal justice system is used in place of like mental health treatment, where people that are kind of crazy are just being thrown through prisons and jails. But yeah.
About that.
Cool. Well, I'm glad that you guys are open and accountable. Thanks for speaking with us.
Nothing to hide.
Was it you that was filming, or was that someone else? I thought that was great.
Oh, I took pictures too.
Yeah,
But
I think
no,
that's cool.
someone else.